Intelligence Backgrounds posted a video urging service members not to carry out what they call illegal orders. Colorado Congressman and former Army Ranger Jason Crow is one of them and tells Fox,
"We are reminding folks about what the Uniform Code of Military Justice says, what the Constitution says, what the law of war says."
He doesn't offer any specific orders, but points to the president.
Donald Trump has put them in very difficult positions and has alluded to putting them in even more difficult positions in the months and years ahead.
Crow has introduced a war powers resolution aimed at blocking unauthorized strikes as the administration targets suspected drug boats. Texas Republican Congressman Pat Fallon is an Air Force veteran.
We had an election in November 2024, and the American people resoundingly chose Donald J. Trump to be the commander-in-chief. And I want our military members to follow legal and lawful orders, which he's been issuing.
He calls the Democrat video problematic and subversive. Former U.S. Treasury Secretary Larry Summers is giving up more positions at organizations he's long been part of over ties to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein after the recent release of emails between them.
Well, Larry Summers not only has resigned from the board of ChatGPT's OpenAI amid the Epstein scandal, but Fox confirms he's also stepping down from the board of directors of the Center for American Progress, the Center for Global Development, the Peterson Institute for International Economics, and the advisory councils of the Yale Budget Club and the Brookings Institute. The New York Times and Bloomberg are also dropping Summers.
Fox's Brian Yanes. Harvard University is launching its own investigation. Summers still a professor there for now. Stocks finish higher. The Dow snaps a losing streak, up 47 points at the bell. America is listening to Fox News.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Federal prosecutors announcing charges against a man accused of setting a woman on fire on a Chicago train Monday night, and they're calling it a terrorist attack. The suspect, 50-year-old Lawrence Reed, accused of approaching the woman from behind, dousing her with what was believed to be gasoline, and setting her on fire. Family members are saying that a 16-year-old stepbrother is considered a suspect as the FBI investigates the death of a teenage girl on a cruise ship earlier this month.
Her body was found underneath a bed. It was wrapped in a blanket and covered by life jackets. Anna Kepner, 18 years old. Right now, her car still remains at her high school where she left it. It's been covered with flowers as some of her devastated friends come to speak about what she meant to them.
Fox's Steve Harrigan, a housekeeper reportedly finding Kepner's body. A court filing in her stepmother's previous divorce case says she's been advised a criminal case may be initiated against one of the minor children, but no word yet of any charges or cause of death. Ford is recalling more than 200,000 Broncos.
The 2025 and 2026 Bronco and Bronco Sport SUVs have instrument panel displays that can fail at startup, so drivers can't see information like speed and warning lights. Owners will get letters starting December 8th notifying them of a software update that'll be delivered remotely or installed at a Ford or Lincoln dealership. The company also announces a recall of about 20,000 plug-in hybrid Ford Escapes and Lincoln Corsairs due to a manufacturing defect in their high-voltage battery cells. The same vehicles were recalled in January for battery defects. Ford says a new remedy is under development, and owners for now should only use the auto EV mode and limit maximum charging. Chris Foster, Fox News.
Recapping Wall Street, a partial rebound. The Dow up 47 points, the S&P up 24, the NASDAQ, the biggest gainer, up 131 points. I'm Lisa Brady. This is Fox News.
The Drive with Curtis Allen and Evan Stone on ESPN 93.5. All right, here we go. In our Tuesday draft, today's topic, Denzel Washington movies.
Curtis with the first pick. Great draft, Curtis. I'm going to give you, this is a good draft.
Hey.
My
man. Thank you.
Yeah, number 1 overall pick. He took Training Day. I would have been very disappointed if you wouldn't have done that.
You think you can do this to me?
Oh, no.
That's the ultimate Denzel movie. Remember the Titans.
We will be perfect in every aspect of the game.
Glory.
You want to fight me, don't you?
Flight.
I'm drunk now.
And Crimson Tide.
Captain, I relieve you of your command of this ship.
I took American Gangster.
My man.
X.
You've been hoodwinked.
The Equalizer.
Brick by brick, dollar by dollar.
He Got Game.
I taught you well, son. A lot of things you learned from me.
And Man on Fire.
Okay, my friend. So off to the next life for you.
What a list.
So, I mean, all 10 of those movies.
That's pretty good.
Classics.
We'll find out who wins this week, my friend. We'll see.
Well.
ESPN Radio 93.5, it is The Drive. I'm Curtis Allen. That's Evan Stone. Yesterday's draft, our Denzel draft. Having some fun with that. We probably could have had 10 or 20 picks each and still be talking about Denzel movies, dude.
Movies that we missed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we could have done 20 movies each and still been like, but you missed.
Mm-hmm. Somebody sent me a text last night and said, has Denzel ever done an animated movie? And I couldn't come up with an answer. I couldn't think of one.
Not where he's like one of the main characters, but he has done some voice acting in some small things where he's a random person. Mainly early on. He hasn't done anything recently.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, now I know. There's no Disney Plus with Denzel, is what you're telling me.
Not yet.
Not yet, but it could happen.
Oh, I'm sure it's coming.
We are Illini heavy today, my friend. We got all sorts of guests joining us throughout the show. Coming up in just a moment, we'll talk with Tristan Thomas from WCIA 3, not just about Illini, but, of course, huge weekend for IHSA playoffs, and including a local game. Tolono Unity taking on St. Joe. Somebody's going to the state championship out of that one, buddy.
Let's go.
That'll be a fun conversation in just a bit with Tristan. Also, really excited to get this guest at 3:25. Her name is Emily Smar. She covers Alabama basketball and Bama athletics in general for the Tuscaloosa News. She's up in Chicago right now. She's at the United Center. Well, I don't know if she's at the United Center as I'm speaking right now, but she will be there tonight covering Illinois versus Bama. She'll give us the Crimson Tide perspective on things right around 3:25. And then our guy Carson Gordy, who's done a fantastic job anytime he's talked to us, he's going to join us at 4:05, and he'll just focus on the Illini perspective, as you might imagine. So those are our guests for today. Plus, we'll get the results of the Denzel draft. We'll get our predictions for tonight's Illini-Bama game as well, and I'll throw out some curveballs.
Yep.
But before we get to how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing all right. Another gray, kind of rainy day.
I'm getting used to you sitting on that side. It's day 2 of you in the new chair.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So if you're watching the live stream and just randomly see the drive draft scoreboard, I'm not doing that to let you know that I'm losing 2-1 right now. It's just out of habit.
You're on the path right now to tying it up.
I'm trying, baby.
I know you got a couple vote lead, so if you're listening, go. And from what I have heard, it is from what I have heard, Training Day seems to be the movie that is really taking it over the line, which feels not fair because you had the first overall vote in the first moment, and it feels not fair that is the one movie that's taking it over the line. But go vote. It's on the gram. It's on the old X. Is it on the X?
Oh, yeah, it's on X. It's up there, and
I don't know how to log into the X.
Because you complained so much about how I did the poll last week on X, which I still call Twitter. I did it the way you wanted to, and right now, I don't know the vote total, but I'm winning 75 to 25 percentage-wise. I know that much.
On X?
On Twitter, yes. Thanks, Elon.
You got a couple vote lead on Instagram. We're tied on the text line.
All right.
And then I put it on my Facebook.
Wait a minute. That's not fair.
But what I did is I put Team A and Team B. I did not put my name on it because I know that if I put it on Facebook, on my Facebook with my name, people love me so much they would probably vote for me.
Probably. I'm hopeful that I have earned Tristan Thomas's vote once again this week. He had my back, I think, last week. Tristan's on the road, and he joins us right now on the Dick Van Dyke Appliance World phone line. How you doing, sir?
Good. Yeah, so you guys are talking about the Denzel Washington movies draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, Curtis easily winning this one.
Boom! Easily.
I mean, Remember the Titans. I was probably going to pick whoever had Remember the Titans anyway, because that's my favorite movie.
Yeah, you're you're that age.
You're that age. Wait a minute.
Yeah. It's anytime it's on, I'll watch it. But Flight, very good.
Yeah.
Training Day. I think other people are higher on Training Day than me, but still pretty good. I need to give American Gangster another try because I tried watching it once and then just kind of gave up. Wasn't super into it, but that was when I was in high school. So I might appreciate it more now.
Hey, can you actually hand the phone to whoever's in the car with you? We don't need to talk to you anymore. That's fine. Just whatever else.
Tristan wasn't feeling gangster in high school, but maybe
American
now.
Gangster, hey, that's the thing, Tristan. I know you obviously you just said you haven't really watched American Gangster. I guarantee you've never seen X. Right?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Have you ever seen He Got Game? No.
I'm trying to think. Okay.
No, you haven't. Have you seen?
So what? He's seen the good
this
ones.
is the problem. He voted for the movies he's seen, not the movies he. Yeah,
Remember the Titans, man. Remember the Titans. I know that it's going to be number one of Denzel movies.
Well,
anyway.
here's the thing: is I'm not going to take Remember the Titans with my number one overall pick. I had to go American Gangster.
Maybe he should have. Maybe, you know what? Maybe that's what you should. You know who else loves Remember the Titans? That was the best sports movie ever. Jay Lehman, who usually sits in that chair. I'll have you know, sir.
Yeah.
And
I'm not disagreeing. It is verifiable, though, that American Gangster is a much greater movie.
You know what? Tristan's seen way more of this year than you have.
Don't transition. We're not done making fun of Tristan.
IHSA football games and the playoffs are going on. How many of those games did you see, Evan? 0, probably maybe 1, okay, in your face. But Tristan is all over the road. And
a lot of assumptions you got over there.
Well, there's a big one this weekend. Tolono Unity and St. Joe. Do you want to start there or do you want to start Illini? Because I know you're on the road, you're traveling, you got a lot on your mind, Tristan. So you take the wheel, pun intended, on this one.
Yeah, I'm not driving for anyone worried. Glenn Kinley, our sports director, is driving as well. So on the road, but yeah, let's start with high school. SJO Unity, like a big time game as always. Second year in a row, these two teams meet in the postseason, and makes me wonder if we get a similar type thing of last year, where it's different apples and oranges regular season matchups. But last year, if you go back, SJO had won the regular season battle. And then those teams met in the postseason. I believe in the second round, Unity was, SJO was undefeated, 1 seed, and then Unity smoked them 35-7. It's tough for me to say that that's going to be a similar script this year, where Unity won 40-10 when they met in the regular season, and Unity is just so tough. I mean, I was at their game against Williamsville, at Williamsville, undefeated team, and the Rockets come in and just roll. They got a running clock in the second half. Just so impressive that offense. From what I saw, basically all of their touchdowns came from just explosive plays. Like Drew Eckstein, Dane Eisenmenger, Trey Hogard, Tyler Henry had a couple long touchdowns. Like they've got multiple guys that you can get them the ball in space and they could house it. And you talk about that defense too. A high-powered Williamsville team that scored a lot of points throughout the year and just locked them down for the most part. Gave up 1 touchdown, but that was after the running clock already. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough for this SJO team to win, even at home. But that's a benefit for them. They've got a lot of talent, a lot of different skill guys as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one's close. But, again, the Rockets are going to be so tough. But, man, a second year in a row, though, we get a semifinal with Illini Prairie Conference team. That's going to be a lot of fun. And something we previewed on WCIA, and that's available on WCIA.com as well. And 2 other local interest semifinals to look at as well. Maroa Forsyth, man, a team that I know a lot of people were doubting after, they fell behind to New Berlin. They lost at Olympia, and you go, oh, man, is this a down year for the Trojans? Well, all of a sudden Josh Joseph has got that team playing and got them in the semifinal. They've rolled throughout the postseason so far. But taking on an Arthur Lovington Atwood Hammond team that won one of the better high school football games I think we've seen throughout the year. They're down at Westville, an undefeated Westville team. They get a couple late touchdowns. They have a fumble and pulled ahead late, and just all the emotions, pouring out from that game as well. And just it's cool to hear from Ryan Jefferson, the head coach of the Knights, to just talk about what he's built, what the buy-in from those kids, and all the different skill guys that they've got. That's going to be a tough team to beat, and I think that should be a pretty close game. And then Rochester, the team that is seemingly always in the postseason, always making runs. Such a great program there, led by Derek Leonard, hosting Greece Central this week, and they're coming off an emotional, exciting win. In case you guys didn't see it, I was there in Rochester for the game against SHG, and it was a wild way to end it, because back and forth game, as those games tend to happen, right? Like SHG and Rochester trading punches, tie game after a late SHG touchdown to tied up at 35. Rochester had a chance to win the game on a last-second field goal off the post, doinked it off the left upright. We go to overtime. Rochester gets an interception, gets the ball back, and punches it in. So that program, that pedigree that's been built there, so tough to beat. Taking on a Breeze Central team who the common opponent earlier in the season lost at Mount Zion. So that'll be maybe a tell of what's ahead. But excited to see which team's going to be moving on to normal. And we've got two guaranteed teams from WCIA viewing area moving on.
Man, that's got to be fun. So are these games on Saturday? Are they on Friday? And with the Illinois football game on Saturday night in Madison, Illinois basketball Saturday afternoon, where are you guys going to be this weekend? What's your schedule kind of look like?
Yeah, I know we're going to be able to. We're going to get to all four of those in some form or fashion. Still working out the details there. Stretching is fairly thin, but that's the nature of the business. This time of year. But as I think you might have mentioned, Illinois basketball at home on Saturday as well. So however we can get all that covered, we're going to make that happen.
So then let me ask you a question, because these are still on-site games, right? Like they're not playing in neutral sites quite yet. Yeah. That's only for the championship game.
Yeah.
So, man, what do you think St. Joe has to do to compete in this game against Unity this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to be able to put up. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Put up some points, but keep drives going. I think and converting the red zone, I think is a big key for SJO as well. Because I'll say the Williamsville offense was able to put some drives together and get some things moving there. But just the Unity defense was really able to. When they weren't off the field right away, it was truly bend, don't break. They got some big, fourth down stops. I think SJO's got to be able to convert in the red zone. And I think that you go back to last year's playoff game. I think there were a couple times I remember in that game where SJO was knocking on the door and Unity was just able to get off the field or force a turnover, something like that. So got to be able to protect the football. Got to be able to make the time of possession, I think, fairly close. As well, because I think if Unity gets the ball and they're able to turn up yardage, they can start to dominate that time of possession. But plenty of big weapons, I think, for SJO to look to. Wyatt Wirtz coming off a big game. They've got a few different guys that they kind of like to get in that running back or wide receiver. Tim Blackburn Kelly, a guy they use creatively and get him in space. All running behind Cameron Wagner, the 4-star offensive lineman. So that's an advantage they've got, I think, on paper, right, when you talk about a big-time talent like that. It's a game that you could say could go one way or the other as far as being a competitive game, or maybe it looks a lot like the regular season, and the Rockets just continue to roll. I don't know. It'll be fun to watch. It'll be a fun environment for sure in St. Joseph as well.
On the flip side of that, I want to go to the other game real quick, Tristan, because I know folks around me in Douglas County are very, very excited about Arthur Lovington, Atwood Hammond this weekend. What's been the key to their success throughout the year for anybody that maybe hasn't seen them play and might be checking them out this weekend for the first time?
Yeah, I'll say from a selfish standpoint, they're one of the more difficult teams to shoot video of, because of how much misdirection and stuff they use within their offense. Like a guy like Marcus Otto is a quarterback they use who can throw a lot, plays defense too, but he'll run a lot of patterns. They throw to him a lot. That was, I think, one of their late touchdowns was a pass to him. So. I think for Moreau Forsyth, the key is just kind of can that defense really stay locked in on those keys, like reading your keys and not getting fooled by the eye candy that you're going to see from an ALAH team. But can you play fundamental, not get tripped up on the trick plays. But I think that Moreau Forsyth certainly has the talent and the pedigree to get back to normal. But ALAH, the nights are a lot of fun to watch. I'd expect some points getting put up both ways. It's just who's going to be able to, maybe make a key stop late.
So, okay, well, we are getting kind of to that time of the year, and the answer might be nothing yet, but with all of our local high schools, have there been any transitions made, any coaches that are retiring, that are walking out, schools that are looking for a coach for next year?
That's a great question.
Any changes on the horizon or around the area that we should be aware of?
Yeah, none that I know of.
Okay.
Well, and that's a great answer
that's
as well.
a great answer. You got to check it out.
All right.
So you guys are headed up to United Center tonight. What are you guys looking for?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be, excited to see Illinois just back on the floor in the regular season at the United Center, right? Like, it's the first time since 2018 they played a regular season game. They had a Big Ten tournament there a couple times. But Illinois has not played a regular season game, non-conference, or conference rather, was the last time they played there against Ohio State. It was funny to hear Brad Underwood actually say yesterday he said that was one of the dumbest things he's done as a head coach is moving a conference game away from State Farm Center, and especially at that time of year, or that time of the Underwood era and kind of rebuilding things. It wasn't a great crowd, so expecting a great crowd and a great environment, and I'm sure a lot of Chicago area Illini fans and Illini alums. With a short trip over there to see their team play. But, I mean, on the floor, I think you look back to last year, of course, different players and different teams and whatnot, but just a fast-paced game. Like last year's game was 100-87. Alabama took a big lead and kind of maintained that one throughout. But expecting a lot of offense, a high-paced game, and, I think that Alabama wants to do that, but I think Underwood's kind of said, hey, they've got to run with us, too. And that's something that which team is going to thrive at the highest pace, maybe of the season. I guess that's to be determined. But excited to see just what this team can do in another big time matchup. We saw the rise of the occasion right against Texas Tech, but can they do it again? And who is out there to do that again? Didn't get a super clear injury update from Brad Underwood, but excited to see the availability report and see who's out there and who actually is going to be playing for Illinois is something we're watching for sure.
All right, Tristan. Well, safe travels the rest of the way. Get yourself a good slice of deep dish pizza and enjoy the game tonight and all the games happening this weekend in the IHSA playoffs.
Sorry, I can't hear you guys. You're breaking up.
All right.
Well, have a good day.
Fine then. Fine. We love you too. All right. That's Tristan Thomas from WCIA3. I tell him to go get a nice slice of pizza and enjoy himself, and he goes, huh? He big leagues me there.
Can't hear you anymore.
Sorry, loser.
Jeez.
I'm at the UC now. I got to go see what's going on with Stacey King, okay? You just shut up over there, Curtis. Actually, Stacey's probably on the road because the Bulls are in Portland tonight, and we did get a text about that.
Lovely city.
Here he goes. Yeah, we got a text from Andrew, who's formerly from Champaign and lives in Portland now. And he says, grew up in Champaign, huge Illini fan, long-time listener, first-time texter. I've lived in Portland for the last 20 years. It's wonderful here. The weather is great, mountains, oceans, temperate. Why when you heard the Bulls were playing here tomorrow night. He sent that last night when we left at the end of the show, Andrew in Portland. And I told him, I said, hey, man, that's Evan that's like that. It's not me, okay? I love Portland. I've never even been there.
No, listen, I've been there, and I do love it. It was a great time. I thought, I don't know why, when you started to say Portland, I was thinking of a different city.
Which Portland were you thinking of?
Well, I've been to both.
Which one's better?
They're both great.
Which Portland do you like the best? Now I got you thinking.
Well, here's the thing. The coffee was better in Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
And the crab was better in Portland, Maine.
Oh, there you go. I love it.
So,
all right. Well, when we come back, we are going to talk with Amelia Starr from the Tuscaloosa News. She covers Alabama basketball and Alabama athletics. Looking forward to talking with her. She will be. I keep saying she's at the UC now, and I'm wrong. I don't know for sure if she's there. I know she's in Chicago right now to cover tonight's game.
Doing something.
Maybe she's got the deep dish pizza. Maybe she is in line ahead of Tristan. I don't know. But we are going to talk to Emily next. Looking forward to that. A little bit later on, Carson Gordy from WICS is going to join us. So lots to get to. It is The Drive.
I'm living under a cloud. I don't get out of bed. It started with my washing machine breaking down. I called a one guy in a truck repair service. Took them a week to show up. My condition worsened when the repairman ordered the wrong part. Things got really bad. Had to go to the laundromat. I knew I hit rock bottom. Then I found Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
I'm Paul Reekin with Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. We have repair service clinically proven to be the fastest and most affordable in Champaign-Urbana. Side effects only come from not calling Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. These effects include personal frustration from failing to get laundry done, irritable spouse syndrome, and stinky athlete kids that can be noticed from across the house.
Thanks to Dick Van Dyke Appliance World, my cloudy days at the laundromat are over.
Let's say you decide not to repair the appliance.
Like the repair is worse than I thought?
If you decline the repair, you get $50 off a new appliance purchase.
Dick Van Dyke has me winning either way. I'm experiencing no side effects now, Paul.
Wow! Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Got a plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical, or sewer problem? Look no further than Fred's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric. Locally owned and trusted, Fred's team of professionals is ready to tackle projects both big and small. Why waste time and money on complicated DIY fixes? Fred's experienced team will get the job done right, saving you time, stress, and cash. And when it comes to sewer problems, make sure you call Fred's for a second opinion you can trust. At Fred's, they do it all. No project too big, no project too small. They do installation, repairs, replacement, and maintenance. And they now offer service agreements. For reliable service, professional expertise, and solutions that work, call Fred's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric today. 217-586-3863. Or go to fredscu.com. You can always trust Fred's.
You've heard about the doggy bag, right? From Bulldog Disposal Muhammad, a 6 cubic yard canvas bag that can be used for easy cleanup instead of a big dumpster. The one-time use bag is now available and you can save the delivery charge. Get the doggy bag at Do It Best Hardware in Champaign at 107 West Springfield. So fill up the bag, call Bulldog Disposal, have it disposed of, and you'll be organized. Go to bulldoggybag.com for all the details. That's bulldoggybag.com. For over 70 years, Beck's Country Shop has been Central Illinois' premier furniture store. With over 23,000 square feet of showroom filled with quality brands, you'll be sure to find that perfect piece to fit your home. Beck's offers free delivery and removal of your old items. They even sell off the showroom floor, so you don't have to wait for weeks or months. They pride themselves on hassle-free service and quality furniture at fair prices. Located on Route 45 in Urbana, visit Justin or Lance today at Beck's Country Shop Furniture.
Hey, Illini fans. Fall is in the air, leaves are turning, and it's tailgate time. Bring on the Jets Pizza and Wings. Get a one-topping large Jets Pizza, code LJETS for just $16.99, and then wing it. Add an order of Jets Wings for just $6. Use code WINGIT. Be the hit of your tailgate party and wing it. It's not just pizza, it's Jets Pizza.
This week, it's the one sale pet lovers can't afford to miss. the Pets Pick Flooring event at Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery. First, get a free labor credit on every carpet and floor. Get a $50 labor credit for every 100 feet you buy. Get up to a $1,000 rebate on great pet-friendly carpets and floors from Shaw. Ask how you can get free accessories or area rugs from your furniture purchase. And buy it all with 2 years free financing. The Pets Pick Flooring event, going on now at Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery.
You've set your financial goals. One kid plans to go Big Ten, the other Ivy. Your bucket list includes seaside sunrises and sunsets on the slopes, or perhaps a second home away from it all. Busey Bank can help develop the right investment strategy to take charge of the years ahead. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
Drive with Curtis Allen and Evan Stone on ESPN 93.5.
Big game tonight at the United Center. It is The Drive, ESPN Radio 93.5. I'm Curtis Allen. That's Evan Stone. Going to talk with Emily Smar from the Tuscaloosa News in just a few ahead of tonight's game at the United Center. How are you feeling about tonight's game, sir?
I think I feel comfortable, but it's I said this yesterday, house money. Let's go out there, play, have fun, have a good time, put up some points. House money.
House money. That's what we play with when we do Etched in Stone every Thursday around here. We play with house money.
No, I think at this point we're playing with your own personal money. I think the house has left. The roof is caving in.
No, the roof
porch is falling off.
No, none of that.
There's a sinkhole in the backyard.
No. That can't be true. Maybe it is true.
Might be a little bit true.
Let's check out some Illini headlines, shall we, sir? You know about the basketball team at the United Center tonight. The Illini men's team taking on Alabama on FS1. Here's from yesterday at State Farm Center when it was field trip day. That was the third largest crowd in Illini women's basketball history, sir. 14,361 very loud fans were in attendance. Women are back home next Wednesday night for a Thanksgiving Eve game with Western Kentucky. Today in tennis, Illini Tennis's Kenta Mayoshi defeated Pepperdine's Edward Winter in the NCAA Singles Championship in straight sets 7-6, 6-0. And also, one other note, Illini football linebacker TJ Griffin and Illini gymnast Tally Jolson have been named the Big Ten Jackie Robinson Community and Impact Award winners this year. It's the second year the honor was created to recognize Big Ten student athletes who strive to have positive impacts in their community in addition to excellence in competition. There you go. Those are your Illini headlines. What do you think about that, buddy?
I think that's awesome. I did see, well, of course, now I can't remember what it is, but I saw another Illini headline.
Yeah?
That I was going to try and find again. It was all of the firsts that the Illini women's soccer team had accomplished this year. And just an incredible season by them.
Pretty great.
I also want to give a huge shout out to our Illini wrestling team, who went this past weekend. They went out to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
And competed in the Paycom tournament or something like that. Such a cool idea where they had actual prize money for the teams competing. So they had a $10,000 bonus for whatever team had the fastest team takedowns as a whole. And the Illini won that $10,000 bonus. And then as a whole, they finished 7th in the tournament, which had some of the top programs in the nation. Iowa was there. They wrestled Iowa really close. Missouri was there. They beat Missouri. Oklahoma State was out there. Michigan, Nebraska, Ohio State were all out there.
So you know what, the top schools in the country
Arkansas,
for wrestling.
Little Rock, which is a pesky little school out there. And they finished 7th in the midst of all 15 to 20 teams that were out there, and so they got a nice little payout for running through that. Lucas Bird just ran through every aspect, went undefeated on the weekend. So shout out Illini men's wrestling for getting the season knocked off and or kicked off or slammed off.
I said kicked off in the wrong context yesterday in regards to Illini swimming, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what I did?
You did.
I
Kick
did.
off.
You are looking live at the swimming pool. No.
At the swimming pool?
That's the best I can come up with on the spot. 217 texter, Arkansas Little Rock is big time. You're pesky.
I am pesky.
How about that, buddy? What do you think of that?
But Arkansas Little Rock is not big time.
Big Def on the Max Twin City Recycling text line in regards to the tennis match I just mentioned. He said, Edward Winter, in relation to Frankenstein. I wish I had the song queued up. Do you know that song, or is that a little too old for you?
No, I only know Dick Winters.
No, Winters.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said Winners.
Winner.
You left out the T.
Well, I think I just didn't pronounce it.
Was that your Freudian slip? But anyways, the song's like
Dick
dun,
Winters.
dun, 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 dun. Oh, you know what that's from? I know what that's from.
The Band of Brothers.
That's where Dick Winters is from. He's from the Band of Brothers. See, I got that queued up.
Jeez.
John in Camargo on the text line. He says, I think of house money as playing a team ranked higher, favored, and expected to win. Bama might feel like they're playing with house money tonight. I don't think the Illini do.
Yeah, I think this is a personal mindset, not the Illini basketball team, but this is me personally, how I view these non-conference games, because the Illini have so many opportunities remaining. You already took care of your first big game in Texas Tech, so you're not desperate in the sense of, man, we've got all these games in the non-conference, and we're getting into the last thing you would want is getting into UConn or Tennessee and thinking we haven't won any of these. We have to pick up one of these. So they've already picked up their one. And then on the flip side, in the Big Ten schedule, you have so much time and space to have big quad one victories. So everything that you're doing now is just preparing you for big time competition when we get to March. So playing with house money in the sense of, I'm an Illinois basketball player, and it's like, yeah, whatever. Let's just go out there and see what. No. Not for them. Sorry. This is a personal defense mechanism for me to look at this game and say, hey, if we lose this game, we still got two more big opportunities with UConn, with Tennessee, and this would not be a make or break with the season.
It just kind of clicked in my head that, like, okay, you got the United Center tonight, and then a week and a half from now is the game at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
By the way, this is Edgar Winter Group. Thanks to Big Def for sending it in on the Max Twin City Recycling text line.
I've heard this riff.
You know what? Maybe I make this a regular music bed for us. That's some radio talk, music bed. Some music you hear underneath us when we're talking.
We need more music underneath us.
Mm-hmm.
I've been meaning to sit down and talk with you about this.
2 hours straight of it is probably what we should have.
Listen,
maybe
you say not to get whatever main of faith. Yeah, I like to preach with music behind me. Just so you know, it keeps me going. You got music behind me, I can talk all day. I don't know what copyright looks like here, but I feel pretty good.
We're safe right now to play it while you're talking. It's just like if this was a commercial, for Evan's Pizza Shop, we'd get in trouble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're fine right now.
Oh, so we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Ooh, let's go. Benny says, I don't like them plaid jackets that Nate Oat wears.
Our guy Benny on the Max Twin City.
Which, hey, it's a matter of personal preference.
There you
go. He said, I like to remember the Titans, John Q, and Equalizer. He got game in American Gangster. So that sounds like he's voting for me. And Chris says, yeah, the song plays in the movie Mall Cop when he's on his little
Paul Blart.
Little, what are they? Segway. Comes around the corner.
Those things were super popular for a minute.
Dude, we had, I'm not going to say this actually. That'd get me in trouble.
Wait a minute.
No, that'll be a later conversation.
We use the word Oski.
We're not going to talk about it. How are you feeling about tonight?
The Band of Brothers.
I'm feeling all right, man. I don't know about house money or anything like that, but I'm just excited at the prospect of another important game already this early in the Illini basketball season. Non-con's never been as important as it is right now, and the fact that the Illini are in a position where they can answer the bell night in and night out, it's pretty cool. It's pretty exciting to have those sort of feelings. So
here's while we're waiting, there are a few guys on this Alabama roster that make me nervous. We've talked a little bit about some of the big names. You've got Latrell Wrightsell Jr., who's coming back. He played 8 games last year. He's a grad student. Played 8 games last year. And he scored a season high against Illinois in that game. He scored 16 points, went out with a season-ending injury. He's back healthy. Anytime you see someone who they have one good game and it's against Illinois, that brings up that Illinois trauma. That's that Illinois PTSD. It's like the Tevian, or not Tevian. Who's the Mizzou guy that?
Not Freudian. Okay.
Not Freudian. Yeah, obviously there was Mark Smith, Jeremiah Tillman. There was another Mizzou guy who was committed to Illinois, and I can't remember his name, but he killed us. Like, the only game he ever played good was against Illinois. So that always makes me a little bit nervous. And then Taylor Bowen, who's 6'10", he's a junior. He is career-wise, especially when he was at Florida State, he was a pretty decent three-point shooter. But he struggled last year, and so they're waiting for him to bounce back, and it just feels like whenever Illinois plays someone who's waiting to get back at it and improve in something, this is the game where it happens. What I need to see from Illinois tonight is I need to see Pickett, Javon Pickett. Thank you, Big Def. Oh, that was going to bother me already all evening. Javon Pickett, he was not good during most of the season and then would play Illinois and became freaking Monstar. I need to see from Illinois, I need to see them hustle like crazy tonight. I want this to be a night where you're on the floor for every loose ball. I want this to be a night where you're taking charges. I want this to be a night where every loose rebound, you get your hands on it. I want this to be a night where your defense is pressured and you're up in their face. We all talk about how Alabama wants to play fast, how Alabama wants to put up a ton of points. They also give up a ton of points because of their style of play. They shoot a lot of threes.
Yeah.
They try to get a three or a layup. And I think just if we can put this game not on their terms but on our terms, that's the top thing that I'm looking for. If we come out and just try and sprint up and down the floor with no rhyme or reason, we're not necessarily getting in their face, and we're just trying to outscore them, I'm going to be disappointed because that feels like exactly what Alabama wants to do. However, what I would love for us to do is to show up tonight is not necessarily slow it down, but speed it up with purpose. I don't know if that makes sense.
I follow.
I want us to speed it up with purpose in the sense of we are playing the game that we want to play. We also want to score a lot of points, but we're going to do it methodically, and we're going to do it in a way that stretches your defense out, that finds the matchups. I know Chris just texted in, it's almost impossible to get a charge call this year. I was telling somebody today, they're doing more and more to seemingly get rid of the charge call. And as a Lucas Johnson at heart,
yeah, go. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
it's breaking my heart.
Well, here's what
it's breaking my heart.
This is my thought on that, and somebody can yell at me on the text line and tell me I'm an idiot for this, but I feel like the reason we're seeing fewer and fewer charges this year is because of the extra step that's allowed now. The continuation rule. It feels like we're getting away with a little bit more going to the basket, which has worked out for the Illini at times so far early in the year. But I would agree it's less and less, especially right now in this early part of the year, because we're seeing what the continuation rule looks like in college basketball for the first time at this level. So we're going to...
Hold up. We got a 309 texter texted in. Illini lose. Put your money where your mouth is.
What?
They're going to win.
What?
They're going to win 309. I'll put my money where my mouth is. You and I are both. I don't know who this is.
Is this the same 309er that was bringing up a certain establishment where he said I could go pass out dollar bills?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You put your money where your mouth is.
I think it's one of your friends and you're just covering for him right now.
It's not. They have texted in multiple times. Cards suck though. So we probably are friends at some point. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break while you argue on the text line with the 309. Then we're going to see if we can get Emily Smar on our Dick Van Dyke Appliance phone line. And we'll get more of your text. We'll talk more Illinois versus Alabama tonight. Also coming up in about 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes or so, Carson Gertie's going to join us. He'll talk Illini hoops and football. That is all next on The Drive.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
Are you tired of shivering in the winter? Look no further than your local heroes at ABC Heating and Air Conditioning. Hi, this is Gina inviting you to give us a call at 217-352-5400 to book your appointment to make sure your furnaces run safely and efficiently this winter. We've been proudly locally owned and operated and have been serving our community for over 50 years. ABC, always be comfortable. Call me 217-352-5400 to book your appointment today or go to abcheatingandac.com.
So talk to me about delivery, timing. What if it's talking December, I could never get it delivered by Christmas, could I?
We're going to run a Get It Before Christmas offer, and we have our delivery crews poised and ready to take anything and everything and get it out to you as soon as possible, in some cases the next day. So we are ready to go. We've got a lot of furniture in stock, sofas, mattresses, recliners, a lot of gift items this time of year as well. So we are IL Home Stores online. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and our website is ashley.com.
Take charge of the years ahead with a smart, sound investment strategy and business succession plan. Busey Bank's business and wealth management experts help you envision your best future with powerful insights and proven strategies. Building business and growing wealth since 1868, Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
Habitat for Humanity provides a unique opportunity for hardworking people and families to build their own homes.
Clear out the clutter and make a difference by donating to the Habitat for Humanity of Champaign County Restore. Your gently used furniture, appliances, and home goods help build homes, community, and hope right here in Champaign County. Drop off donations behind the Champaign County Restore at 1914 Glen Park Drive or schedule a free pickup for qualifying items. Visit cuhabitat.org or call 359-0507. Your clutter changes lives. Donate today.
Body and Soul in Savoy, celebrating 46 years of serving the community as you get up to 20% off top quality shoes and gear. The Customer Appreciation Sale starts Wednesday, November 26th from 9 to 6. Everyone's off for Thanksgiving. Black Friday, 9 to 6. Small Business Saturday, 9 to 5. Sunday, November 30th from noon to 5. And Monday, December 1st from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit Body and Soul at Route 45 and Curtis Road in Savoy. Simply the best at what they do.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar! La, 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 la.
The Drive with Curtis Allen and Evan Stone on ESPN 93.5.
It is The Drive, ESPN Radio 93.5. Big game tonight at the United Center. The Illini taking on Alabama. I'm Curtis Allen. That's Evan Stone. We were answering your text when we went into the break, and someone challenged you to a bet. Is that what's going on with this 309 texter, Evan?
Yeah, we're working through it.
Working through some stuff?
We're working through it. And he was like, bet me tickets. And I was like, that's not how this works. I actually
Wait a minute. How can you bet him what tickets does the
what would I
309
win?
Yeah. What tickets are you going to give him?
Think people think I have way more power here than I actually have. I don't have any authority whatsoever. So, Yeah, no, there's a lot going on. There was another text I wanted. Ted's Warehouse is for sale.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
You know what? Text line, let's all go in together.
Why don't in the 309 by Ted's Warehouse and keep it open for
Yeah,
everybody that loves music from back in the day?
Let's bet Ted's Warehouse.
No,
Loser
we're not.
has to buy it. Over under 5 Jake Davis threes. Give me the over, baby.
Way over. Hammer the over.
Hammer that over.
Hammer the over.
Yeah, yesterday, John and Camargo, he predicted that there would be 145 shot attempts from the two teams combined tonight. My gosh, that'd be so fast.
It'd be a lot.
That'd be so fast. And he says, I think if they're pushing it, if they're getting the ball out of the net and rushing it up the floor, that'll favor Illinois and their depth. Which that's another thing I'm really interested to see. We've seen a lot of depth so far. How true and genuine is that depth really? When we get into these games where we're moving, we're grooving, high caliber teams and competition, what does that depth actually really look like? Are we truly going 8, 9 players deep?
Yeah.
Are we going to start seeing tonight kind of the roster whittle itself down to the 7, 8 guys that are really going to be giving you your minutes? So it'll be interesting to see. And then Mark in Monticello wants to go see Blackberry Smoke.
Hey, there you go. No, I'm with you, Mark. That's going to be an awesome one, and that's coming to the Virginia Theater. If you're not familiar with Blackberry Smoke, great live band, great catalog of music. I mean, if you're a country fan, a rock fan, a southern rock fan, or whatever, you'll have a blast at the Blackberry Smoke show. And we do have your chance to score tickets here at the Drive for that. Just text the band's name, Blackberry Smoke, to 217-359-2255, and you'll be in the running to score some tickets. They go on sale Friday morning at 10 a.m. at thevirginia.com and at steviej.com. But if you want to win them before you can buy them, you can text us right now. Blackberry Smoke, 217-359-2255.
I just thought of a new game.
I like games.
Where you gotta you name a band like this that I have clearly, obviously never heard of before.
I would think
and I have to guess what their songs sound like.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Blackberry Smoke.
Well, I already told you what it is.
Yeah, but I forgot.
What they are. No, you didn't.
I
maybe you did.
truly did
You
forget.
know what? Maybe. Okay.
The Blackberry Smoke is in Champaign again. We're here with our fiddles, and we got some big spoons. Is that Blackberry Smoke?
You have no manners!
The 309 and I have officially bet lunch on this game tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, that you can get away with. You can bet lunch.
So we're gonna do that. You got it, buddy. We'll see what happens.
Or ma'am. We really don't. We shouldn't assume. Really shouldn't.
Well, shoot.
I mean, who are you to say?
You have no manners!
Well, a man can be my buddy.
That's true.
Buddy is not gender specific.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah.
But I've never.
Yeah.
You've said he several times.
Well, based on the amount of times that they've texted in, cards suck.
I hope it's a woman.
And a very specific establishment they said you can go spend your money at.
Hey, women can go there too.
Just saying.
Women can go there too.
Oh, man.
217-359-2255. Johnny Camargo just texting in as well. Has anyone heard if Tommy or Mahalo are playing? They're dressing. That's about the extent of it.
I would not expect Tommy to play.
I don't think I'm with you. I'm curious if Mahalo will get some time tonight, but yeah, I don't think Tommy's playing tonight.
It just feels like this is a game that Mahalo, this isn't the first game you bring him back in. I mean,
That
if he's
would
still
be-
even a little bit on the fence.
That would be a trial by fire. That
Yeah.
would be throwing you into the deep end, and any other metaphor you can use for that. That would be tough.
I think
That
it was
would be
big.
tough.
Imagine if Andre's first game was Texas Tech and not Florida Gulf
Might
Coast.
be a different conversation we're having about
So
Andre. Yeah.
I would much rather Mahalo, unless you're confident. I mean, and Underwood's confident in his guys.
Yeah.
Like if you really believe he can help you and it's not going to hurt his development or his health, sure, go ahead and play him. I think I would much rather rest him a little bit more, get another half week, and if he's close, let's see him against Long Island on Saturday, and maybe not tonight. So
Well, we got one from the 309 that has said cards suck many times. Now we got the 217 Cubs suck. All right, now we're having some fun on the text line.
Let's make it a poll.
No, we don't need to make it a poll. But you know what we could do since we're talking baseball?
Curtis's curveball.
Here you go, buddy. Get that echo.
I wasn't ready for that.
No, I know you weren't. You were drinking coffee when I hit you with the echo. Diving into some curveballs, we'll start in Argentina, where a 230 million-year-old dinosaur fossil was found yesterday.
Allegedly.
Supposedly, yeah. Paleontologists are calling it a vintage fixer-upper with character. Restaurant high chairs are dirtier than toilets. If you're going out and about in Chicago tonight and you're listening to us and you're maybe taking the family, well, a company that makes antimicrobial products, including high chairs, thank you, and baby changing tables, says it found restaurant high chairs were harboring more bacteria than public toilet seats.
Always wipe that thing down. Always wipe that thing down.
You mentioned the weather earlier. Here's another stat for you. We spend 4.5 months out of the year talking about the weather. The average adult spends the equivalent of that amount of time of their life talking about the weather. That amounts to 10 minutes a day or an hour each week. If you work in radio, it's got to be higher because we got to mention the weather at least once an hour.
At least once an hour. Also, that's because people don't know how to build relationships or make friends anymore.
That's fair.
You just talk about what is right in front of your face.
It really is cloudy right now.
Stop.
Here's one. Can you guess? 26% of adults say this has the biggest impact on whether or not they will buy something.
Free shipping.
That might be second on the list, but no. Word of mouth. Having a friend or family member tell them, hey, this is a good product, still is the number one thing that influences us on buying something. And here's something that might influence you. This was a study done by Cornell University, and it's serious. It's about people over the age of 65 sharing their greatest regret in life.
Ooh.
Yeah. The researchers at Cornell asked hundreds of senior citizens that question. The answer most often received, I wish I had not spent so much of my life worrying. This is my favorite quote I saw in the study. It was from a 90-year-old woman in a nursing home. She told the researchers, it's my responsibility to be as happy as I can right here, right now, today.
Dang.
I mean, you've probably gone through some stuff. You're like, man, I'm 90. Come on now.
Your perspective on life is vastly different at the end of your life.
The more you go through as well.
You know what? Yeah, okay. I'm not going to get existential on this, but keep going.
One more line here from the study. And to reduce how much regret we do have in a lifetime, the experts suggested increasing the time spent on concrete problem solving and drastically eliminating time spent worrying. So quit worrying about what the Illini are going to do tonight and just figure out what you're having for dinner, baby. And those are your curveballs.
I got one. Did you hear real quick, a crazy study today? They've started breeding the DNA of cheetahs and crabs together.
What, to make crabs faster? What's the goal?
Well, things went sideways fast.
Or cheetahs slower? What happened? Welcome to Jurassic Park. Is that what's about to happen?
Yeah. No, things went sideways fast.
Welcome to the Scoville Zoo in Decatur. I think they have cheetahs. Yeah, they got cheetahs there at the Scoville Zoo in Decatur. I don't know about crabs, though.
I'm ignoring that you walked over my punchline twice now.
What?
Things went sideways fast.
Oh, because they're... Yeah, that's pretty good now that yeah.
Come on.
So
my dad joke of the day.
No, so it's not really happening. I'm a little
curveball.
Disappointed. Yeah, you got
That's what we call a screwball.
217 says, with all that said, my pick is Curtis winning this draft.
No,
Thank you very much.
No.
Uh-huh.
No, that's not. Go look. He said, I've only seen 8 Denzel movies.
He's seen all the good ones that are on my list.
Nope. And then he ranked them. Where did this text
Doesn't
go?
matter. Tying assumption, that joke went over Curtis's head. But yes, it did. But that's because I was excited about the idea.
He's still looking for it.
I was excited about the idea of cheetahs and crabs being put together at the Schofield Zoo. I think that's pretty exciting.
Okay, here we go. 217 says, my pick is Curtis was winning this draft. He redrafted his Denzel movies. Here's his top 8. Remember the Titans, Gladiator 2, Bone Collector.
Wait a minute. Continue.
That's your vote. No, that's your vote.
Yeah. No, I love Gladiator.
This is the guy. No, this is the guy with you. Glory, Book of Eli, Magnificent 7, Man on Fire, Training Day. So he picked more movies that were on my list than were on your list, but he's still going to pick your
Mine was
list.
higher. My list was better.
I don't think people know what they're doing.
Yeah, they do. We vote with our hearts and our minds, sir.
217 says, I try to teach my 6-year-old son. Oh, no, this person said Cubs suck. I'm not reading your text.
It said we always have a choice to be happy or upset. Something like that. There you go.
Yeah, you had a choice to text in that the Cubs suck. You chose. You chose. Ooh, Lindy's got a great idea. Topic for a draft, the best juniors.
Topic for did you say giraffe?
Draft.
Oh, I thought you said giraffe.
Lindy, for the next draft.
What's he got? Best juniors.
The best juniors.
Okay.
He says athletes who had a parent that played sports, but I think you could go junior as a whole.
Yeah.
Bacon Whopper Jr.
Ooh, man, those are good.
Great juniors.
Mm-hmm. Rodeo Junior.
Yeah. So we got, that's
like today I made a choice to text into this week's show. Look what you did. You pissed him off. JK, you guys are awesome for real.
LOL.
LOL. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk with Carson Gordy, get the latest info on tonight's Illinois versus Alabama game. Also, we'll talk some football as well because the Illini football team will be traveling just a little bit farther north than Chicago this weekend, up to Wisconsin to Coach Bielema's old stomping grounds. And not exactly the Wisconsin teams of past glory, but
yes,
but
you never know.
You never know.
I do want to address this real quick because Michael from Charleston texted in. The Illini need to abuse Bama on the offensive boards, just like Purdue did to Alabama. Yes, that is and that goes with the hustle. An offensive rebound, I think, is totally attributed to hustle. Because that's why they're so hard. It's hustle. It's a little bit of luck, but it's hustle, and it's getting in the right spots. It's boxing out.
I'll say this: whoever is attacking the boards tonight is going to get a lot of playing time from Brad Underwood.
Yeah,
he's made that an emphasis with this group in particular, maybe more so than in years past. That the team or the players that are attacking the glass are going to be playing on this team. So
I'm going to have some over-unders for you when we come back.
All right, let's get into it. We'll talk with Carson next as well. It is The Drive.
It's great when hard work and experience are recognized. Hi, this is Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank. I am thrilled to share that Fisher National has been ranked 7th in the nation as a top lender in mortgage loans among banks with asset size of $300 million to $1 billion by our National Banking Association. This recognition is a testament to our lending team's dedication and expertise. After all, better banking experiences start with local people and local decision making. If you're in the market for a new home or considering refinancing your existing home, let our team at Fisher National Bank earn your business and trust. We offer competitive rates with low closing costs, and we locally service almost all of our loans. Come see us with all your home mortgage needs and experience the top-notch service that has earned us national recognition. Learn more at fishernational.com or stop by one of our branches today.
Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
JT Barnhart, president of OSF Healthcare.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, I appreciate it. One last thing I'll just say, we hope you don't ever need an emergency room, but if you do get hurt and you are injured, RER, I think, is top notch. And Dr. Bloomstrand in Urbana, the program that he runs, our nursing care, we're going to get you in quick, going to get you taken care of, get you home, and just always love to promote the service in the emergency room.
So it's on Park Street. For more information, osfhealthcare.org. JT Barnhart, have a good day.
Thank you.
From computer systems to brakes and tires too, at PDR, fixing cars is what they do. Remember, when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 or use their dedicated text-only line at 383-0619. Additional information including repair quotes and online scheduling requests available from the website at pdrauto.com. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Let your local farmer's insurance agent Michael Rumsey put his experience to work for you. Michael Rumsey proudly serves Champaign County families and businesses and is ready to review your existing policies or provide a no-obligation quote today. Call Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030 to get smarter about your insurance. Again, that's Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum,
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Jay Lehman here, former U of I All-American linebacker. Do you like steak? Do you like red meat? Well, if you do, you got to check out Long Branch Steakhouse. They had phenomenal steaks, sides, salads. I love the onion rings and the fried mushrooms as well as the fried pickles. You've got to check out Long Branch Steakhouse in beautiful downtown Gifford. That's right, make the trip to Gifford for some of the best steaks you'll have. Kids love it too. I brought my whole family. I'll see you at Long Branch Steakhouse in downtown Gifford.
Pia's Sports Bar and Grill has your NFL ticket with up to 6 live games in each of the time slots, plus $5 crown drinks, $4 Miller Lite 22-ounce drafts, and 16-ounce cans. Make plans on Black Friday, November 28th, to take a break from shopping local to watch the 2 p.m. Bears-Eagles game with a chance to win Bears tickets, koozies, or a jersey. There's also great specials and prizes with the Illini football team away games. So watch with fellow fans at Pia's, 1609 West Springfield Avenue.
Hey, where are you headed?
To Kelsey Furniture in Tuscola.
What do they have there?
What don't they have there? Living room furniture, benches, chests, love seats, sectionals, tables, bedroom sets, hutches, nightstands, end tables, cabinets, mirrors, stools, clocks, lamps, pillows, rugs, desks, media consoles, patio furniture, Tempur-Pedic mattresses, and more.
So, everything.
Yeah, probably could have just said that.
Kelsey Furniture, quality for less.
The Drive with Curtis Allen and Evan Stone on ESPN 93.5.
Yes, sir. It is ESPN Radio 93.5. This is The Drive. I'm Curtis Allen. That is Evan Stone getting ready for a big one tonight. It's been the topic of conversation throughout the show. Illinois, Alabama at the United Center in Chicago. And also, we're going to dive into a little bit of football talk in just a moment with our guy Carson Gordy, who does a fantastic job as a sports anchor for Fox Illinois and WICS ABC 20. He's on the Dick Van Dyke Appliance World phone line with us right now. How are you, sir? Oh, did we lose Carson? Oh, there he is. I got him.
Can you guys hear me?
There you are.
There he is.
You know what happened?
There, I said, howdy ho, gentlemen. Thanks for bringing me on.
Yeah, howdy ho. There we go. Thought we lost you for a second, sir, and all good in the hood now. All right, well, let's jump in. Now that we got that out of the way, it's only going to go up from here, Carson, now that happened. So tonight, Illinois, Bama, big game. What are you looking at? What are you expecting? And what have you heard going into the game? Because Underwood's been pretty hush-hush as far as the injury report goes.
It's like Da Vinci Code. You know, you got to be a detective and try to break it down because, like, you hear the press conferences and, you know, it's sometimes cryptic. It's like, oh, is this guy going to play? So I'm going to try to break it down as best as possible for you guys. So Thomas Ivicic, he practiced, but it sounds like he's going to be questionable tonight. He compared Tommy's situation to Andre, where Andre would practice, but, you know, maybe you're a little bit sore the next day and you got to see how you react. So wait and see with Tommy. Brandon Lee, that's the freshman guard who played really good in that Illinois State exhibition. Brad said, quote, he's back, but not 100%. Big Z, Zavonimir, heading in the right direction, but he did have a knee flare-up. He's been having a lingering knee issue for a couple years, and he hit it against Colgate, so they said they're trending in the right direction. Then finally, our guy, Mihailo Petrovic, he's been practicing. Brad said he's been practicing good over the last couple days. So what Brad said last week was if Petrovic can get through full practice, then he's probably going to play a game. So just based on Brad's comments, you know, he practiced, he looked good over the last couple days. So I'm not going to say for sure that Mihailo plays, but I think there's a shot, and I think Mihailo's going to be like a really good six-man off the bench probably to start because I think Keaton's playing really well, Boswell's playing really well. But you bring Mihailo off the bench, you know, he's a guy with cheetah speed, can run in transition. He's like Andre Curbelo, maybe, like our the new six-man.
Well, I love that everything is trending in the right direction. Everything's trending in the right direction, which, of course, that's what Coach is going to say. He's not going to come out and say, well, everything's trending poorly. Nobody's going to play. But the fact that Tommy is probably out and Big Z is questionable, I'm a little concerned about the front court and what the front court does tonight. Do you know how they would adjust if neither one of those guys can go?
Well, Ben's going to have to step up big, and we saw that last year. Like when Tommy and Merez were down, you know, they had to play Ben Johnston and undersized Jake Davis and an undersized Kerry Booth. So I think the depth is a little bit better. Like, obviously, you got Jason that could probably play a couple minutes here and there if they need to clean up. Obviously, David Mirkovic, this is going to be a huge game for him. And Brad got on his tail about rebounding because he didn't like it against Texas Tech. And then he comes out against Colgate and has 21. But Alabama's better than Colgate. Alabama's better than Florida Gulf Coast. So I think David's been playing great, but, you want to see it against one of those high major teams because Alabama, they want to force turnovers, get into easy baskets. You know what I mean? They gotta rebound better than they did against Purdue. So I think David Mirkovic is the big X factor for tonight.
ESPN Radio 93.5, it is The Drive. If you're just joining us, Carson Gordy on the Dick Van Dyke Appliance World phone line. Maybe I'm focused too much on this particular matchup. It's in the backcourt. I want to get your take on it, Carson. How much is Kylan Boswell going to see LeBaron Philon tonight and vice versa?
That'd probably be a good one. I remember last year, Kylan Boswell really made a name for himself in the Big Ten for his defense because of that Alabama game. Remember, he shut down Mark Sears, held him to 0 points.
Yep.
And then Boswell would replicate against Danny Wolf, the 7-foot center, and then did pretty good against Cooper Flagg at Duke. So I think Kylan's on-ball defense is going to be one of the most important things because Alabama's going to shoot 44 threes. I mean, their guards are really good, and they all shoot around 35, 38%. Like, Alabama's going to make 10 to 15 threes, but you just got to contest them a little bit. You got to put your hand up there. So I think Kylan Boswell's on-ball defense is going to be huge. I think Andrei Stojakovic has been better than expected on defense. I think Brad Underwood was kind of hyping him up in the preseason. That was kind of a question mark when he came here from Cal and Stanford. So I think that's going to be a really fascinating matchup because Alabama's front court, I don't think it's that good relative to their guards. Like, they're starting a 6'7", another 6'10" guy that only gets like 5 rebounds a game. Alabama wants to win a shootout. Like, they scored 103 points on Rick Pitino's team. So, if Alabama makes 21 3-point shots and they win, you tip your hat. But, on paper, I'm not a betting man. I got burned in college once. If Alabama doesn't make a ton of their threes, Illinois is going to be in a really good position. Their front court size is better than Alabama. So it's been a fascinating matchup.
Well, okay, so you've been in a lot of the press conferences. You've heard Coach speak about this game and coming out of last week. Is there something that you feel like Underwood has really been focused on going into this game tonight? Is there something that he would really like to see? He's had so much in all of his press conferences about rebounding, about hustling. But do you feel like there's a real specific key that he is locked in on that would be success tonight? Rebounding. Let's go.
It's rebounding. He literally talks about it. He's like, Alabama's going to shoot their threes. They're going to try to run up and down the court. You got to rebound and end their possessions because, Alabama they made 16 threes against Purdue. That's pretty good. I mean, Illinois school record's 19. The thing was, they shot 44. So, and they weren't getting the rebounds. Like we saw that with Illinois last year. Remember how frustrated fans would get because Trey White or some of these guys, there'd be nights Illinois goes 5 of 35 from the 3-point line. And that's okay if you get your second chance rebound opportunities and then get easy layups or, second chance 3-point shots. But if you're not getting your rebounds, those are empty possessions. So against Purdue, Alabama, sure, you scored 80, but you probably could have scored 105 if you just had a decent night.
Oh, man.
All right, I want to switch gears with you, Carson. Let's talk a little football and Brett Bielema and crew going up to Camp Randall this weekend. It's a very strange Wisconsin team. I don't think the Badgers are a good football team, but I just don't know what you're going to get out of them week in and week out. What are you expecting on Saturday?
So I was nervous a couple days ago. And the point spread, obviously, at one time it was 10.5. Now it dropped down to 7.5. Because just on paper, what we're hearing about Wisconsin, they did a good job beating a good Washington team. We know that Washington offense. They body bagged Illinois. That was impressive. So for Wisconsin to hold them to 10 points, that's good. But as we were watching the highlights, it's super snowy, terrible conditions. Wisconsin's only touchdowns because they forced a fumble on the 3-yard line. Their punter had more passing yards than their quarterback.
That's true, yeah.
So I just don't think it's sustainable for Wisconsin to really put up 21 points. What Wisconsin needs to do They need to get like 6 sacks, and they need Luke Altmaier to play like sophomore year Luke Altmaier. And just right now, I don't know, Luke Altmaier just playing really good football, playing really clean. So I think if Illinois plays a clean game, Luke throws 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, I think they probably pull away with like a 20-3 victory, 20-10. But yeah, if Wisconsin can muck it up, it's going to be a tight game because this Wisconsin defense, they've held Oregon, Washington, and Indiana to an average of 20 points. That's impressive.
Let me ask you a follow-up question because I mentioned Luke Fickell. I mean, he's in year 3 now, I believe. Year 3 with the Badgers, 16-20. Not exactly setting the world on fire. Is this the end of the road for him, Carson? You think there's a world where he's coaching next year in Wisconsin?
Yeah, he's going to be back. From what I read, McIntosh is going to bring him back for 1 more year. They're going to try to get him more money for him to get a good quarterback, for him to rebuild the offensive line, etc. Because the defense looks okay, and they have the toughest schedule in college football. But I think in general, you're rearranging the ships on the Titanic. I mean, they just had a recruit decommit yesterday, one of their offensive linemen who's been committed forever. And I said, "Why'd you decommit from Wisconsin?" And this was his quote: "I just can't do it. They barely beat Middle Tennessee State. They barely beat Miami of Ohio. I can't do it." Like, they are losing recruits to Kurt Tignetti. Brett Bielema's, Brett wants to win this game. I mean, Brett cares about Wisconsin, so
yeah, absolutely.
He's going to be back next year, but I don't have a ton of faith in Luke Fickell. I don't. I hate to say it. When he first got hired, I thought it was great. And then you look back, well, everybody kind of went to Cincinnati. And, I mean, he's just gone 0 for 4 in quarterbacks. He hired Jeff Grimes as offensive coordinator. Now, knock on wood, watch him beat Illinois this week. But
hey, whoa,
I think Illinois is in a good position.
That is hilarious. His response was the same as my 8-year-olds when I tell him to clean up his room.
Pick up. I just can't.
I just can't do it.
I just can't do it, guys.
That's incredible. First of all, I wanted to remember to do this. My condolences to you for missing out on that footage of Luke scoring a touchdown due to a holding call. I know you had the perfect angle on Saturday, so my condolences.
Oh my God!
I hope you've recovered.
Yeah. I haven't, because I had it all in my head plans, like run Forrest 1. He looked like Forrest Gump. He was just running all the way through the tunnel. Luke's legs is just unreal. I had another good photo bomb, actually, too. So I had a live shot on Friday. Live shots like 6 o'clock. Hey, everybody, it's Carson Gordy here at the State Farm Center, like live on TV. And, I'm my own cameraman, so I'm like panning and showing it all. And Mihailo Pejovic just comes up to me out of nowhere and says, "Hey, what's up, man?" And he like waves to the camera, flapping his arm. We talked once, because we bonded over Chipotle. We both like chicken burritos. So it came up to right in the middle of the live shot, and I clipped it. My producer was like, "That was great live television." That's so fortunate.
That's awesome. Yeah, so seriously, back to Luke Fickell. I look at his hire. I look at his tenure there in Wisconsin, and I do, a little bit, because I know Luke Fickell is a good coach. Like, I know he's a good coach. And it really does feel a little unfortunate. He's yet to have a sustainable, consistent quarterback in his entire tenure at Wisconsin. And so you talk about their quarterback situation this year. That's why I have confidence that Illinois is going to go up there and win, because I just can't imagine whatever their offense looks like can outscore what Luke will try to do, will do on Saturday night. So will you be up there in Madison this weekend?
No, I'm actually, unfortunately, just, we got a Springfield sports guy, and I'm over in Champaign. So he gets Christmas off, I get Thanksgiving, so I'm not going to be able to go. I will be technically off starting on Friday. I'll be typing away and covering it from afar, but no, I won't be able to go to Camp Randall. I was there in 2022 when they beat them, and they were 9-point underdogs, and they just panned Paul Kritz.
Yeah,
and Paul Kritz got fired the next day.
Yeah, that was the Chase Brown game. I mean, just running all over him. Yeah.
If Illinois had that defense from 2022, we'd be going to the college football playoff for sure. I mean, that defense was just so freaking good with Johnny Newton, Devin Witherspoon, etc. So, no, long story short, I won't be there for that Wisconsin game, but yeah, if Luke doesn't melt down, I think they have a really good chance to win that.
Yeah, that's a good debate for another day. If this team had that 22 defense, because I might have a different opinion than you do, because I don't know if that would necessarily be the case.
Oh, he's so sneaky about this stuff, Carson.
No, I'm just saying. I think if you look at that 2022 defense, as great as they were, I don't think they played an offense that was ranked higher than 30th the entire season.
No, you're right, because that was the old Big Ten West days, but I just look back, like Mississippi State, and I know Mike Leach was in there, but you hold them to 13 offensive points.
Yeah.
Michigan made the college football playoff, you held them to 17, and I just think the cream of the proof in the pudding is all the NFL draftees. I mean, Illinois would love to have 4 corners drafted.
Oh,
Johnny
absolutely.
Newton, Keith Randolph. So Brett did a really good job because he didn't recruit those guys and he developed them.
Yeah.
I didn't think Devin Witherspoon was going to be a top 5 pick during the COVID year when they're getting blasted by Purdue.
I did. I knew
Quan
all along.
Martin.
I knew the whole time that he was going to be top
Right.
5. Yeah.
Whatever, man.
I knew that Kirby Joseph would become the highest paid safety in the NFL. Like, I knew all these things.
That was a fun team for sure.
Carson, I just can't do it with this guy, man.
I just can't.
You're just going to
do it.
decommit from the ESPN drive.
No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that.
Where'd Curtis go? I don't know, but there's a note on his desk that just says, I just can't do it.
All right, Carson, you have a great rest of your week. Enjoy all the sports, including tonight's game at the United Center, and we will talk to you again very, very soon, my man.
All right, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on.
All right, that is Carson Gordy. You can follow him at Gordy Report on the socials. He does a fantastic job for Fox Illinois and WICS. Always a pleasure to talk with him.
What a guy.
Yeah, he knows his stuff, man, and he's doing
What
a
a
fantastic job. From the text line, Heath Hamilton, circling back to your joke earlier, Mahalo has cheetah speed, but does he have cheetah mixed with crab speed? You know what? If he does, they should have him at the Scoville Zoo in Decatur, sir.
Well, I'm telling you right now, that would actually, you want cheetah mixed with crab speed on a basketball court rather than just straight cheetah speed.
What if you were a linebacker? Wouldn't you have good sideline to sideline speed then with the cheetah crab speed?
Yeah, that would be good. There's certain positions it would fit well with and certain it would not.
It's probably what happened with Urlacher. He had good cheetah crab speed. That's what we call that now.
Yeah. As a running back, you don't want cheetah crab speed.
No. You just want cheetah speed, right?
You just want cheetah
cheetah speed.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more Illini.
I got some over-unders for you and what I think is the most important thing in the game tonight.
All right, love it. We'll do that next on The Drive.
Got a plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical, or sewer problem? Look no further than Fred's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric. Locally owned and trusted, Fred's team of professionals is ready to tackle projects both big and small. Why waste time and money on complicated DIY fixes? Fred's experienced team will get the job done right, saving you time, stress, and cash. And when it comes to sewer problems, make sure you call Fred's for a second opinion you can trust. At Fred's, they do it all. No project too big, no project too small. They do insulation, repairs, replacement, and maintenance, and they now offer service agreements. For reliable service, professional expertise, and solutions that work, call Fred's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric today. 217-586-3863. Or go to fredscu.com. You can always trust Fred's.
And what about Dixie Chopper? What do you got? Dedicated diesel.
The best prices you'll ever get on a Dixie Chopper. I'm looking at right now the list of a classic. The regular retails for $18,200. We're going to sell it for $12,500.
What?
Yep.
You're doing commercial. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, we're gonna sell some of these things and move them out. A $7,500 Z2. We're going to get rid of for $5,000.
Man.
$20,000 Eagle, 72-inch cut. It's there for $13,500.
Wow. It's the fastest lawnmowers in the world called Dixie Chopper. Go to Dedicated Diesel. How would I reach Andy for that?
They can call Andy at 217-328-0562. Visit him at 1313 Triumph Drive in Urbana, or check him out on Dedicated Equipment on Facebook.
Join Stevie J Broadcasting in supporting people living a rich and meaningful life with DSC's Tree of Hope campaign going on now. Each holiday season, a wish list is put together. And if you would like to be someone's secret Santa and pledge to shop and give before December 10th, head to the website at dsc-illinois.org for all the details on how to give, where the list has been provided to give you a meaningful way to make a direct and personal impact. Provide a present or light a bulb on the DSC Tree of Hope on display at Market View and North Prospect to make the season bright. Plus, you can raise a little hope with a special beer release from Triptych Brewing to support DSC's Tree of Hope campaign. Wednesday, December 3rd at Bunny's Tavern between 4:30 and 6:30. 121 West Water Street in downtown Urbana. Learn more about assisting over 1,200 people in our community with disabilities at dsc-illinois.org.
The Drive with Curtis Allen and Evan Stone on ESPN 93.5.
I'm having a good time. Hope you are.
Welcome back. It is The Drive.
Yeah!
On ESPN Radio 93.5. That is Curtis Allen. I'm Evan Stone. Hey, some more Illini news and notes. You ready for some of these?
Yeah, what do you got for us, man?
The Illini yesterday landed a 3-star JUCO offensive lineman recruit, Alfred Washington.
That's a great name for an O-lineman.
What a name.
Love it.
So Alfred Washington he went to Northeast Mississippi Community College. That's down there by where Last Chance U was.
Yeah.
Scuba.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, that's it. But he chose Illinois over offers from Marshall, Florida International, Florida Atlantic, and Georgia Southern. So he's coming in 6'5", 290, not the biggest guy, but I think that's someone that they are looking at as a depth piece, somebody that they think can hop into the rotation a little bit. And then I found what I was looking for earlier is we are looking at news and notes for the Illini as the Illini women's soccer program hit quite a few firsts. Oh.
Well, I'm aware of the saves record. I know that one because that was
and it's first until. So, okay, here you go. You ready for these? First perfect non-conference record in program history. First 13-win season since 2011. First NCAA tournament appearance since 2013. First Big Ten tournament win since 2018. First season since 2018 with 3 All-Big Ten team members. The best start in program history at 8-0-1. The fewest goals allowed in a full season since 2010.
Wow.
Program record 123 saves in a season by Izzy Lee, as you just alluded to. And the best save percentage since 2003.
Love
in
it, man.
year 1 of Coach Katie Holteen. So congrats out to our Illini women's soccer team, who unfortunately lost in the first round of the NCAA tournament to Memphis.
Yeah.
Who's pretty good this year. So
that's a pretty
shout
good,
out to them.
That's a great start.
Shout out to them.
And we had a really great conversation with Coach Holteen. It was about a month and a half ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. And I encourage you to go back and find that wherever you get your podcast, because it was very apparent to us early on, like, this is another great Whitman hire. This is another great coach that we have at the University of Illinois that has got a bright future with her program. So I expect nothing but success down the road for Coach Holteen and the Illini soccer squad. And I've mentioned this more than once. If you didn't get a chance to go to a game of theirs this year, I really encourage you to do it next year, because they just do it right. They do it. There's something about that environment that is just a lot of fun for your whole family. So if you got kiddos, I encourage you to go and check them out. And plus, it's a blast. It's great competition too. So
yeah, I mean it's a ton of fun. I just think people need to realize more and more, Illini athletics, these Olympic sports and maybe some of the non-revenue sports that they have there, they do them right. And we don't always have enough coverage over them to know what's going on, when it's going on. And that's something we here at The Drive try to be a little bit better about, to let you know about some of the other programs and success and opportunities they have to come out and support the Illini. And so we're going to keep doing that.
You know what's been cool too is since we're throwing flowers at ourselves here, if I could for a second.
Oh, I'd do that any day.
No, this is all positive stuff. Is the feedback we get from listeners when we're like, was it a week and a half ago we were talking about the Illini wrestling program, and that went down this rabbit hole of some of the great wrestlers that have come through there, and maybe not exactly what you would talk about all the time at the bar with your buddies while you're watching a game or something, but man, did the text line light up for that with people that had stories, or when we've talked about the success of golf or tennis, and now soccer is another successful program that is at the U of I. So we appreciate all the feedback we get as well on the Max Twin City Recycling text line.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Speaking of good stuff, I've got to do this joke courtesy of Big Def. Okay, because your joke about the cheetah crab speed went over my head. He said, Evan, can I draft that combined cheetah crab on my football team? Results might be spotty, but he'll do in a pinch. Boom! He said, OMG, I'm so proud of myself. There you go, Big Def.
OMG, I'm so proud of myself.
That was a good joke, buddy. That was a good dad joke.
That's good. Well, I think it's official. It is 4:30 p.m. at the time of recording this.
Oh, is this are we getting into our Denzel results?
My man.
Well, I think unfortunately there's been some technical difficulties.
You've got to be
kidding me. And it doesn't seem like we have an official count.
Wait a minute.
So someone deleted our Instagram.
You're so
and I think our X is fully removed from the interwebs.
So full of 3 different types of poop, sir. You're so full of it right now.
No. It is a congrats to Curtis, who has won the Denzel Washington movie draft.
Yeah.
So.
Man. My man.
I will say a lot of it is very interesting to see some of the comments on the draft.
Oh yeah.
So trying to do the math, and it's kind of hard to figure it out. You won pretty decently. I mean, at least by 8 votes or so. We had more votes on this draft than any other draft we've ever had. But some of these comments coming in, especially on X. Ty tells us on X, remember the Titans on one, American Gangster on the other. Tough choice, but I got to give it to Curtis on this one.
Boom!
This is far and away my guy, number 1 chair shot villain. I thought we were buds again. This is far and away the closest draft between you two. Glory is my all-time favorite film. Man on Fire is the greatest Denzel role.
Ooh.
Well drafted, you two.
All right. But he voted for me?
But he voted for you.
Thank you, chair shot villain.
Wait.
Any other comments you want to make?
Wait a second. No, he didn't.
Oh.
I gave you that vote. It doesn't matter.
Well, I get the vote back then.
I don't see a vote anywhere on this.
On Twitter?
Yeah, unless he made a second comment.
I don't know.
So, you pulled it out. Instagram votes was close. I think it was like 55 to 45%. You, Twitter was not as close. It's 75% to 25%. Text line, I believe I had the edge on the text line.
My man.
And then on my Facebook, you won.
On your Facebook.
Yeah.
I came into your house, buddy.
Yeah.
And I won on your Facebook.
You keep saying it like that. Next time I'm going to put my name on it. I'm going to put my name on whatever my draft is. It does seem so the sticking points were remember the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at this genuinely just for a second, and then we're going to get really into tonight's game.
Okay. We've been into it for the whole show, but yeah.
I know. I got more thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So it seemed like the sticking point. There was no chance whoever drafted second was going to get training day. That was going to you no matter what.
That was the overall number.
Okay. I have the second pick, and I had the choice.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like there were 3 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the Titans, American Gangster, and Glory.
Mm.
Those seem to be like the next 3 movies that were kind of across the board the next pick. So what really kind of got me is then I went American Gangster, and then you got Remember the Titans.
I did.
And I think Training Day and Remember the Titans are the 2 movies that really pushed people over the edge. I don't think my demographic of this show appreciates He Got Game. I'm just going to throw that out there. And maybe for different reasons. I don't know if they appreciate X. So I think there's going to be a few things. Can someone vote 4 times? You're definitely in Illinois. I've been telling people.
That's what Scott and Terre Haute just said on
vote
the text
early,
line.
vote often. Vote early, vote often. And actually, that is what happened. Curtis got multiple votes on multiple platforms.
Whatever.
No, because Big Def texted in that he voted for Curtis. Then on Instagram, he voted for Curtis. And I got to go back, and I guarantee on
sure?
X he voted for Curtis as well.
Sure?
I'm just saying, Big Def, how many times are you going to vote?
I think Big Def is like
That's all I'm
us.
gonna say.
We are men of the people.
Yeah. Yeah, Derek texts in. He says training day is definitely the greatest Denzel role. Has to be.
Has to be.
That's a given. It's a guarantee. So I'm still happy with my draft. The only thing I probably would have changed is if instead of going X2, I probably could have gone Glory second.
Derek said X is 1A. He got game is 2 on the text line. Oh, here. Well, I don't know if Scott and Terre Haute voted on the text line, so I'd love to know who he would pick. And you know what? You can vote 4 times if you'd like right now, Scott. That's okay with me. My man.
Well, so Derek is now voting for me. Did you vote, Derek? Listen, we're going to have the...
We're not in overtime.
Stop the count.
Nope.
We're going to do a recount here.
Polls are closed,
We're gonna.
baby.
We need ballots.
Give him a heater.
Still coming in.
Nope.
These are mail-in ballots.
No, the ballots had already been mailed in. We already...
Yeah, but we're just now receiving.
Derek says he didn't know. Hey. Gosh, dang it. Yeah?
Dang it, Derek!
What the hell?
Well then, let me put the camera on the. I don't need to. I'll put the camera on the scoreboard over there after the second tally mark goes up against my name. Scott says I voted Curtis. I also like Hurricane. That's a great movie, underrated Denzel movie, The Hurricane. I highly recommend you check that one out if you haven't.
It's a great movie.
John in Camargo, he's got his score prediction on the Max Twin City Recycling text line for tonight's game. Illinois 107, Bama 101. Chris just chimed in and said chicanery. I don't know about that. There was chicanery in the first 2 drafts. Believe me.
How come there's no chicanery when you win, but when I win, it's full of chicanery?
You know, it's weird how elections work like that, aren't they? Let me tell you, my friend, I won fair and square.
All right.
Thank you.
So I need an impersonation.
Do you do impressions? Maybe we could take a break and we come back. You could do an impression.
Let me see if I can get one.
Lindy's got a good suggestion on the text line. He said, one more draft suggestion. Have a guest listener and do a snake draft. You got hosed as the second pick with training day. Yeah, well, you know, sometimes. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Lindy.
Wait a minute.
That's right.
Sometimes when you go into a draft, there is a clear number 1 overall pick that is coming. All right. You knew back in 03 LeBron was going to be the first overall pick to the Cavs. All right. We knew that was going to happen. Are you disagreeing with that? Some drafts, you know who's going number 1. You knew. What was it? Was it Ward that was drafted number 1 in the NFL draft this year? Right? Am I making that up? Who went first in the NFL?
No, Cam Ward.
Ward went. Okay, everybody knew Cam was going to go first. Bears. Caleb Williams. Come on. Now there's this revisionist history coming through on the text line. I don't know if I can take that. I think we better just go to a break before some more chicanery happens and somehow you end up winning something you just lost. Okay.
I like Lindy today. Today, Lindy and I are friends. Said every draft should be snake when it's 12 or less drafters. You know what, Lindy? You're right. Yeah.
All right. Well, now I've got a couple of days to think about what we're going to do for next draft, because next Tuesday it'll be the last draft before Thanksgiving. Does that matter? Not necessarily, but I'm just letting you know.
I'm sure it'll probably be holiday-based.
So maybe I want to make it something, Thanksgiving related. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it.
Okay.
And you'll get the first pick. Maybe we do Thanksgiving foods. I wonder what you would take with the first overall pick. I know it's not going to be turkey if we did that.
It would not be turkey, and I would win that draft wholeheartedly.
We'll etch it in stone.
Yeah, we'll work on that. Hey, okay, are we catching a quick break right now?
Yeah,
can I throw some? Okay. So when we come back from this break, I have some for tonight's game. I have some over-unders, and I have my key to the game tonight.
All right, looking forward to that. That's next on The Drive.
Hi, this is Steve from Good Vibes.
And I'm Kenono Luga, linebacker and special teamer.
At Good Vibes, our special teams are the installation guys. They use power tools and they know stuff.
In football, special teams are game changers because wild stuff happens on kickoff and punt returns. We shed blocks, create turnovers, and make clean tackles, all at full speed.
Well, our guys mount TVs, cut in ceiling speakers, and configure complex wiring, but never at full speed. Our specialists are efficient because they're experienced but deliberate, so everything looks and performs properly.
Okay, I get the special teams. Does Good Vibes have linebackers too?
Our phone support has your back. People call up, my TV's broke or whatever. 4 out of 5 times we can walk you through a problem and fix it over the phone free. You don't get that from Team Amazon.
Any more angles to this football metaphor?
Sure, Mike's the quarterback. He hands off the product, and I'm the coach. And I'm proud to say our team won first place in the People's Choice Contest for the 5th straight year.
Not exactly the Rose Bowl, but not shabby.
Experience the music and magic this holiday season of Champaign-Urbana Ballet's The Nutcracker, December 4th through the 7th. Presented in partnership with Krannert Center for the Performing Arts, Area-Wide Technologies, the Bill Bass Foundation, Stone Ridge Dairy, 2 Men and a Truck, and Champaign Ballet Academy. Tickets at the Krannert Center box office or cuballet.com. A delightful tradition for the entire family. Champaign-Urbana Ballet's The Nutcracker.
As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up, Oscar!
And what about Dixie Chopper? What do you got? Dedicated diesel.
The best prices you'll ever get on a Dixie Chopper. I'm looking at right now the list of a classic. The regular retails for $18,200. We're going to sell it for $12,500.
What?
Yep.
You're doing commercial. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, we're gonna sell some of these things and move them out. A $7,500 Z2. We're going to get rid of for $5,000.
Man.
$20,000 Eagle, 72-inch cut. It's there for $13,500.
Wow. It's the fastest lawnmowers in the world, called Dixie Chopper. Go to Dedicated Diesel. How would I reach Andy for that?
They can call Andy at 217-328-0562. Visit him at 1313 Triumph Drive in Urbana, or check him out on Dedicated Equipment on Facebook.
The Drive with Curtis Allen and Evan Stone on ESPN 93.5.
Lots of basketball talk today, and rightfully so. ESPN Radio 93.5, it is The Drive. I'm Curtis Allen. That is Evan Stone. Getting ready for Illinois versus Alabama tonight at the United Center in Chicago. Tip-off is at 8 o'clock, and you can catch it on FS1. Evan, you said you've got some keys to the game tonight, sir.
Yes, well, I have
over-unders.
A key and some over-unders. So
right.
Let's get, and if you're able to text in on the Maximum City Recycling text line, 217-359-2255. Hit me up with these over-unders that you got too. So, Curtis, you ready for this?
I'm so ready.
Over-under Kylan tonight, 14.5 points.
I'll go over. Going over. I'll say 18. I'll even get specific.
18. Man, you're going to get specific. Okay.
Okay. Put that down.
David Mirkovic, coming off his big 21 rebound game.
Yep.
Over under David 11.5 rebounds.
Ooh, man, that's a good one. Well, he's definitely not going to do 21 again. Well, I shouldn't say definitely. I would be. I don't expect that. I'll just say that. 11.5. I'll say over. I'll say he gets 12 on the dot.
Ooh. Over again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Andre Stojakovic.
Let's go.
Over under, again, 14.5 points.
I'm gonna upset a few people. I'm gonna say under.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm gonna change my mind. Here's why. Because they're both teams are gonna shoot the lights out. I don't know if Andre's gonna. Yeah, I'll go over.
Over?
I'm going over.
Over.
Going over.
Big
I
night.
changed my mind. I hit delete on that bet slip and entered a new one. I'm going over.
Never mind. Cash out. Cash out.
I'm cashing out.
Okay. Will you give us specifics on the other ones? You got any specific on that?
For
Andre?
17.
17.
17 points. Gets
Okay.
to the foul line a couple times.
Keaton Wagler.
Mm-hmm.
Over under 6.5 rebounds.
I'm gonna say under, but not by much. I'm gonna say under. Say 5 boards for Keaton. I think he's just gonna be a little bit busy in the backcourt. I don't know if he's gonna be able to crash the boards as much tonight.
This is if he plays.
Okay.
Z. Over under 11.5 points.
If he plays,
yeah,
going over.
Over.
Way over. If Z plays, over.
Wow.
Way over.
Confident.
Yeah, if he plays tonight, it'd be like Superman emerging out of the tunnel. My guy from the Balkan Brutes, he'll put up 20 if he plays tonight. How about that?
Okay. Ben Hummerkaus. Over under 1.5 threes.
Over. Shooting? Just shooting or making?
Making.
Oh.
Yeah, not attempted. Made.
Attempted. Way over. I'll say over.
Is that?
I'll say Ben hits 2.
Is that that number might have been a little low.
I'll say over. He hits 2.
Say over.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting 2. Okay.
I like that.
Okay. I think those are some key what is the word I'm thinking of? Statistical points that are going to be very important for tonight's game.
Some key performances.
So if you got Kylan scoring 15 plus, if you got David 12 plus rebounds, if you got Andre 15 plus points, if Keaton's rebounding, well, I even think 5 rebounds for Wagler would be really important for this team.
Yeah.
If Big Z's getting over 11.5 points and Ben Hummerkaus, Big Ben, is hitting 2 threes, I think you're looking at an Illini victory.
That's how I'm feeling tonight.
If that all goes down, you're feeling pretty good after the game.
I think it was John in Camargo. He said 107-101 Illinois over Bama. Both teams are going to shoot a ton.
Yeah.
I just can't help this feeling that one of them is going to be living and dying by the 3 late in the second half. And, I mean, Carson talked about this earlier in the hour. Perimeter shooting is going to be a huge key to this game, and rebounding is the biggest thing tonight.
Yeah, and we saw against Texas Tech that, Illinois goes 0 for 7 from 3 in the second half, and they found ways to score still in the 80s, and they found ways to get stops. And so we've not seen that from Alabama yet, where if the threes aren't falling, they're able to overcome that.
Yeah.
And I think that's very important for Illinois. But here is my key to this game.
Let's go.
I think this might be one of the most important facets of this game tonight. Free throws. Free throws.
Boy, I'd love to see some better free throw shooting tonight. Yeah.
Alabama is going to foul you. Last year, they led the nation in fouls per game. I think it was something about 19, 20 fouls a game that they were giving up every single night. And so if you are going to be able to draw fouls and you're going to get some early bonuses, some and ones, especially those 1-and-1s, man, you're going to need to hit your free throws. And I think if Illinois hits their free throws tonight, it's a win. It's a winner.
217-359-2255 is your number for the Max Twin City Recycling text line. Love to get your feedback and your thoughts. What are your concerns going into tonight? I agree free throw shooting is going to be a big deal tonight. Good point, Evan. And I want to see Kylan, Keaton, Andre, I want to see them attack the rim. That has been something that has been so exciting to see, in particular in that Texas Tech game, is an Illini team going to the rim and crashing the boards as well. I'd be okay if they don't crank 15 threes tonight and win this game. You know what I mean? I'd be okay if you slow down this pace with Alabama and it turns into kind of a slugfest in the post and on the boards. I would be okay with that. I feel pretty confident in this Illini team in that situation.
Oh, if you turn this into a slugfest, that's a huge win.
But me wanting that to be the game versus what it'll actually be, two very different things. But I would love to see – I know everyone's expecting an up-tempo, fast-paced game, and rightfully so. But, man, I would love to see this team just kind of take Alabama into the deep waters tonight and turn this into a battle in the low post.
Yeah, there are some good things. So this Alabama team, in this day and age, they're actually returning quite a bit of production for their team.
Yep.
Especially in their backcourt, where they've got some guys in this Nate Oates offense, which is not a complicated offense, but it definitely takes some rhythm, some feel, some confidence to run it. And so you've got guys coming back who can lead that charge and lead that offense. I mean, that's a concerning thing. They are a good team. I think we saw how great Purdue was as Purdue goes down there and beats them. But this is why I think free throw shooting is so big, is that so far in your 4 games against Jackson State, the Illini shot 24 free throws. Florida Gulf Coast, they shot 34 free throws. Texas Tech, they shot 23 free throws. And Colgate, they shot 24 free throws.
Yeah.
So this is a team that shoots a lot of free throws. And Alabama is a team that is going to foul you a lot. So can you take advantage of scoring while the clock's not running, of getting those, quote unquote free points, and really put the pressure on there if you've got all 5 guys on the floor who can hit free throws?
You just mentioned something that sparked in my brain. You mentioned what Bama did against Purdue, and a fairly tight game overall, really, that one. Let's say the Illini go into tonight, get a W at the United Center. What does it say about where they are nationally against the other big boys? Because there are levels to this, and we really won't know what this team is against the Purdue until they step on the court later in the year. So what will this say to you, sir, about what the Illini are nationally if they get a W tonight against Alabama?
I think it shows that their ranking right now at number 8 is correct. Is right.
There you go.
Beating Alabama tonight, does that mean they should jump up into the top 4? I don't know if necessarily that's the case. I'm still not 100% sold on Alabama being a top 10 basketball team.
That's fair.
I know they're coming in at 11, but to start the year they were ranked in the top 10. And so I don't know if I'm necessarily sold on that yet. And so I think what it does is it solidifies your spot for this week as a top 8, top 10 basketball team. And so when you're looking towards March,
don't you dare yawn.
Give him a heater.
Oh my goodness, we're talking about a huge basketball game. You just ran out of breath.
As you're looking into March, you're really setting yourself up well for a top 2 seed. And so I think it's gonna be so much fun tonight. But like I said, I don't know if this is a make or break game. Probably the thing that would make it bigger is that it is a quote unquote neutral site, but in your backyard.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to be 90% Illini fans, I would hope, and that is basically essentially a home game.
I don't know if you know this. Are you yawning again? I don't know if you know this, Evan Stone, but
you can't call it out when I'm not talking.
Well, I tried to cover for you. There is a contingency in the western suburbs of Chicago that are all Alabama fans. I don't know if you know that or not.
Of course.
I don't know if you're aware. There's a whole neighborhood in the west in Gurnee. It just says Roll Tide Avenue.
Tuscaloosa West.
I'm making all this up.
So that's a big deal. Your next one is New York against UConn. That's tough. Nashville against Tennessee. That's tough. Although I don't know. That should be a little bit more 50-50, I would assume.
Yeah.
Fan split.
Hey, Illini fans, Illinois, travel well, especially if you get to go to Nash Vegas. One of my favorite times I've ever had in a sporting event in my life, 2 of them. Both of them were in Nashville. And one of them was when the Bears went down there to play the Titans and then drank all the beer. All the fans, the Bears fans, we drank all the beer.
We're out of beer.
That happened. Bars were shut down all over Nashville. Getting those predictions now on the Max Twin City Recycling text line. Mike he's got a double overtime prediction. Illinois 127-123
ending
double overtime.
At 2 a.m.
Mike,
golly.
We got to take kids to school tomorrow, man. Come on,
we can't do that. I'm
already
yawning.
Stop it.
Give him a heater.
I couldn't tell if that was a real one or a fake one that time.
That was the most real of all of them.
If you do another real one, I've got a special sound effect just for you, sir.
What? If you haven't busted it out already.
Well, I already have probably like 30 times today, but I got a special one for you in a minute. Hopefully you don't do it again. Big Dev says he's not worried about much. Big-time matchup. That's a concern, but beyond that, I really have a decent feeling about tonight. 91-87 Illini. There you go. I like that prediction as well. You want to give a prediction now, sir?
Are we doing a break? Or are we?
No. We're
rolling through.
We're rolling.
Let's go.
So all that yawning, you better get it out of your system because we still got plenty of time.
I love running through the end of this hour, and I never know if we're supposed to have a break or not because I don't have important information in front of me.
I know I do kind of keep you in the dark on that.
But stop it! You're making me yawn.
See,
now you just texted
Steve and St. Joe.
You have no matter.
Why did you do that, Steve and St. Joe? You made him yawn.
Mike and Arthur, great town. About to go to the state championship.
Yeah, is that your prediction?
That's my prediction.
You got Arthur Lovington out with Hammond women. Women. I was thinking about all the beautiful women, all the beautiful women in Arthur that I see at Polly's barbecue. That's what I was thinking about there.
Well, they're all my cousins. So Mike and Arthur says 90-78 Illini.
There you go.
Let's go, Mike.
Mike, say hi to all the beautiful women in Arthur tonight for me, would you?
Yeah, we can do predictions. I do think this is gonna be a fun one. I believe you get up to the United Center. It's always interesting games like this when you show up and you play somewhere you've never played before. I stopped it.
Don't worry, nobody's listening
Listen,
anyway.
I don't know if it's because the sun is already completely down. If I'm drinking a cup of coffee right now.
Is it decaf?
No, it is full on. I have no idea what's happening to me right now.
You're not going to make it.
I'm going to take a nap on this couch right here.
You may not make it to tip off, man.
My gosh,
I'm worried about you.
Can
we get a 6-pack of Coca-Cola in here? Stand up. We need some Jolt Cola.
Stretching. Some Jolt. My gosh.
Do they still sell Jolt?
No, I think it's illegal. I was more of a Surge guy myself, but
I could see that.
I think this is going to be a fun one. You get up to the United Center, a neutral court. They've not shot there before. It's a completely different feel and vibe for this Illini basketball team. You got a lot of guys on this team that it'll be their first time in an NBA arena.
That's a great point.
Playing like that. But, it goes all the way around. I think Brad's got his guys as long as we're decently healthy. If we don't have Tommy or Big Z, I'm pretty worried about this game. I think it's going to be tough to pull that out. But if we've got either of them, I think this is a win. I think I'm not going to go as high scoring as everyone else is kind of chiming in. But give me an 84-77 Illini victory.
I'm right there with you. I know everybody is expecting a monster shootout. I think it might be a little bit lower scoring than people are expecting. It's still going to be
which is crazy.
When you say 84-77, go, no, that's not a high scoring. No, but people are expecting the 107s to 104s and that sort of stuff. I think I'm right there with you. I'm expecting a lower scoring game.
I remember a day when the Illini and Penn State played a basketball game.
Oh, God, I know what you're going to say. I know what game.
And the final score was 35-33.
It was. I'm forgetting who did the play-by-play for that game. But it was referred to on the broadcast as a treacherous game. I remember that. This is a treacherous basketball game.
They said, hey, you guys want to go back to Champaign to call a game? And they said, I just can't do it.
I can't do it. I just don't have it in me.
I can't.
I wish I could remember who had the call, but yes, I vividly remember this is a treacherous game. I was like, wow.
And here we're going into a low-scoring game, 84-77.
Yeah.
That's low scoring.
I'm right there with you. But I'm gonna stick with my Illini. I'm gonna stick with the 2.5 point favor tonight. It was 3.5. The line's dropped to 2.5. Free throws, rebounding, going to be the keys to this game. The Illini control the boards. They'll control the tempo of this game. And you said 84-77?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to price this right. I'm going to say 85-78. What do you think about that?
Wow.
Uh-huh. How about that?
No, you did it the wrong way.
No, I want to go
You
just
can't
slightly
you can't
over.
be over.
I'm going $1 over.
Don't you want to go $1 under?
No, because then if the score is higher than what you have, then you would win.
But if it's lower, then I win.
No, you'd still be over.
Somehow I don't think Price is Right works with two numbers.
Just a bit outside.
I would still be over. Listen, guys, I'm over here just
Why don't you bet
just existing?
2-1 is the final tonight. 1-0. There you go.
Yeah,
One
Scott
free
Terre
throw.
Haute said the buzzer beater that wasn't. I think it was Rich McBride
That
in the
was
corner.
it.
The corner three after
got
the
it.
buzzer. Johnny Camargo, I was there. It took forever for Penn State to score so we could sit down.
I was glad I was at home for that one, John.
The days of year-old past.
Yeah.
Jeez, I watched that game. I was in my dorm room in college watching that. And I had a buddy who was not an Illini fan that I was like, let's watch the game together. And midway through the game, he was like, are we seriously doing this? Are we watching this whole thing?
It was rough.
I'm done.
As soon as you said Penn State, I knew where you were
I
going
think
with
that game, did that break the Illinois home winning record?
It was